Welcome to Huntsville, Texas, and Elliott T. Bowers Stadium, home to the Bearcats of Sam Houston State, who have built a rich winning legacy and one that they hope follows them to the upper reaches of college football. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Northern Illinois Huskies, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Huskies about to kick it away and get this season started. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. To the air, it's Stanley. Bringing the heat. Snags it over the middle. Let's talk a little bit about Sam Houston. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. And when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Breaks into the open. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The Bearcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Really good coverage by this defense. That they were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Let's talk just for a moment about Sam Houston. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Dances away to buy time. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Leaves it with the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The Bearcats will try to punch it in on first and goal. Motion from the back. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on second and goal. a drive like that.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Running back searching for a hole. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the tailback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Robinson will throw. Back open in the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Open space at the 25. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Robinson looking to pass. Touchdown, Northern Illinois! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Booth.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Holds and fires complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
On the ground, it's Booth. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's got it again. Nice move to keep running. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
The Bearcats come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Turning it on. Creates a little room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Turns it loose deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
At the 40-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Robinson will throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Slings it downfield. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. There he goes! Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Bearcats can really attack on this second and short. Handoff from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Scanning the field, it's Stanley. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The give to the back. Jukes his way for more. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Bearcats in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run it from the gun. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bearcats come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. To the air, it's Stanley. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
The Bearcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The Bearcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Bearcats trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Quarterback looking for just a crack on the sneak. Sneaks it in.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Rock chalk. Kansas is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 21 over the Judicials. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Robinson looking to pass. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking downfield, it's Stanley. Buys a little time. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Bringing it back. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. These DBs going to give a little cushion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback moving. Working on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Dropping back, it's Stanley. Here's a heat. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long.
Blue 22! Blue 22!
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man downfield. And they'll mark him down after making that grab, and that's one way to start digging out of that hole, but they are still short of the 1st down. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Off the boot, looking for his man. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Bearcats! Fitted in the window for the score.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
On to attempt to try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Robinson will throw. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And you want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. The option look, quick toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. These corners going to give them some space. Plucks it out of the air.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Robinson looking to pass. Buying some time. Going to try to get it himself. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's got it. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3's coming soon.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Miami is just wearing one right now. That defense looks like me when I go to South Beach. Out of shape and badly burned. Hey, who's writing this stuff? They're trailing by 15 to Auburn. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Hard running there. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quick completion to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Back to pass, it's Stanley. Under fire. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Right on the money. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Finds a little space. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Robinson will throw. Quickly complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Got his man on the right. They make the stop right there, but Northern Illinois has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
Moving away from pressure. On the move, he fires. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
And And did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here? Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Banner, 221 wing, 221 wing. Hey, higher. Ready.
They just keep firing. Lets it fly deep downfield. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out.
21.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
They're dealing with a second and long. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Single.
Wants to throw. It's Stanley. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Got the first down. Looking for more. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Flips it out to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back.
Let's go.
So now
Right.
it's second and long.
Single. Easy.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Let's go.
Big
Right.
third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout.
Kill, 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 kill.
Looking downfield, it's Stanley. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
What a great call on defense. Perfect coverage for what the offense had dialed up. They're able to get the pick, and now they set their offense up with an opportunity to drive the field and at least tie this one up.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. To the ground with the back. Runs through a tackle.
I wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Firing to the right, complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Robinson looking to pass. Makes the catch. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Looking to throw again. Unleashes one deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
27, jump. Ready, set.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Grabs it in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Gotta have it here on fourth down. It's complete on the right side. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.